Welcome to another episode, Change Tomorrow Today. It's always a treat when the gentlemen's meet.
Church.
Today's episode is going to be about how I overcame a poor man's mindset. My name is Al.
Man, you already know my name. I'm Ralph. And today we finna lace y'all up once again with some more game, baby. How to come up in life, you know what I'm saying, and try to maintain it, sustain it, you know what I'm saying, and don't misuse it, don't abuse it, right, Al?
Exactly, man. Hey, fellas and the ladies, man, this is going to be a good one, man. You know, we're going to go down memory lane, you know, and we just going to talk about, you know, certain things that we did, you know,
to overcome certain situations that we had to outgrow as kids.
Man. You know, I remember, man, coming up in the area, you know, where we grew up at, man. My God, man. You know what? Matter of fact, let me forward it to the 2000s.
You want to go to 2000s?
Let me go to the 2000s, man. I remember in the 2000s, man, you know, of course, you know, I was doing my school thing or whatever, but.
Oh, that's right. You had got that. You talking, were we going high school or past that?
A little bit.
Were you going high school?
Past high school. Because we were kids.
Yeah, because you were doing,
Yeah, we were still kids in high school, man. More like, you know.
College?
You know, more college, right?
Okay.
Or whatever. You know, just in these relationships, right? You know, these friendships, just wasting time, you know, having these wasted conversations that bear no fruit.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, you know, like, man, with me, you know, I can speak for myself, man. I wasted a lot of time, you know, just sleeping around with women, you know, even though I was doing my school thing, but just sleeping around, not taking life seriously, right? It cost me, right? Because I remember I went to the gym and I saw these 4 young boys. They were younger than me. You know, I had to be, at the time, I was maybe, 22 years old, and these young boys were like maybe 17, right? And these boys were talking about the stock market, right? So they talking about the stock market. I'm 21, 22. I'm looking at them crazy, right? See, if I was gamed up during that time, I would have asked them for the game. Well, they would have been willing. They would have gave me the game.
Well, you don't even have to be gamed up. You just have to have to humble yourself and just ask them for the game. You know what I'm saying? But because you was older, you probably like, man, whatever they talking about, I ain't on that. I'm on this other thing right now.
Right. I wasn't caring about that, man. All I wanted to do is sleep around. You know, sleeping in late. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping until 12 in the afternoon. 1 in the afternoon. To me, man, all of that is a poor man's mindset, man.
Yeah, because you're wasting valuable time. Time is very valuable.
What time does the stock market open?
9:30.
9:30. So you telling me I slept over 3 hours. So I done missed the train.
Yeah, you missed the train.
That time, thinking about it, man, when I go back and I think about it, I'm like, dang, Al, you should have took your butt to the library or somewhere, sat down, and got some information. Man. But you know what, though, too? Coming up, a lot of the OGs, you know, they weren't really too much. Them
jokers wasn't game.
You know why I say that?
They wasn't game.
A lot of them OGs, man, they were, you know, they worked the job. They worked for the city, right? Worked for the city, but that's all they knew, right?
What else?
So, you know, they used to always sell that dream, you know, just go get you a job, work 30, 40 years.
But you know where they came from? They came from the corner to the city job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So all they knew was just the basic, which is what everybody else passed on to us was the basic.
Right.
See, I didn't know nothing about the stock market till I got to I believe I was in 12th grade, man. I had a teacher, man, I chained up, jeweled up, man, grilled up. She told me, she said, man, you're a very smart young man. Right. I said, thank you, man. I'll never forget, I love her. Her name is Miss Anderson. You know what I'm saying? She said, man, you should learn about the stock market, learn to invest your money in the stock market. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I'm thinking to myself, stock market, like, I'm thinking like I am the stock market. In my mind, I felt like, because I feel like I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. I'm a player out here, man.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, you see how you give me a teacher props, man? I remember I had a teacher at Fulford Elementary. Yeah. Her name was Miss Black. And I remember she said this, man. She said, a lot of you guys, by the time you turn 30, a lot of you guys going to be bums. She said that. But look, but I understood her reason. Now that I'm at this age.
You understand it, but before it didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense to me. And you know why she said that? Because we was playing around, half-assing.
But we were kids, though, in elementary, though.
Right, of course. But what Miss Black was doing, she was trying to give us game. Yeah. Trying to teach us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Young man, do this. Young lady, do that. Right? Just trying to teach us, you know, to go on the right path.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But getting back to the 2000s, man, I remember, man, me and my homeboys, we had a lot of potential. Right? All of us had a lot of potential, man. But we wasted that potential. Right? Not taking life more serious. I remember going to the club 7 days a week, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you remember the farm store?
Of course, man. I remember the farm store across from the Chinese restaurant.
Man, I'm telling you, me and my boys used to go to that farm store on Friday. We would clear out the whole farm. We'll buy up all the beers, man. We'll buy up Mickey's, 211, and the old Englishes, because we didn't have money to buy Hennessy.
Yeah.
So we'll buy all the beers, man, and we would just sit there. We'd be drinking, going through our phone.
Trying to find the next tail.
Looking for the next tail to smash.
Let me tell you something, man. You know, it's funny, dog, like, because I felt like when I use hindsight, there's a lot of people I feel like I wasted time hanging with, whatever. You know, it's a lot of people that I was grateful and blessed that I came across because they laced me up with game. You know, because a lot of the game that I got in the game and I was able to elevate, it didn't come from the neighborhood, because the people from the neighborhood didn't really share a game like that.
Right.
You know, like they didn't really have much game to give. So I was able to, because I was out the comfort zone. I wasn't really in the area because, you know, I left the school. Right. So I went to a different area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With a different demographic.
Right.
So it's a different elevation. You know what I'm saying? Got to meet different people. You know what I'm saying? Even after I left North Miami. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was able to go meet different people and talk to different people. I met different dudes that was more open to lace you up with game, to share the game. You know what I'm saying? The values and the rules of the game and how to elevate in the game. And once, you know, for me, I didn't really waste a lot of time, but I blew a lot of money. Okay. I blew a lot of money, not on like dumb stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't invest it properly. At the time, things I should have, because when I'm using hindsight, I could have bought a big 2-story crib out somewhere nice for like $250,000 when I was 20, 21 years old.
Yeah, these were good times too. When
I was 20, 21 years old, and I had the money.
But peep this.
But I didn't understand, you know, the steps of the process of the concept. You see what I'm saying?
But peep this though. See where we come from in our neighborhood. It was money out there. A lot of dudes in our neighborhood, you know what I'm talking about, was getting money.
Yeah.
Right? And the real estate in the area was dirt cheap.
Bro, you think about the percentage back then. 2-3%.
It was dirt
you
cheap,
think about how much you had to put down a house that cost $180.
Right.
You put in 3% down, 4%. That's nothing. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. We had the money, bro. Right. We just didn't know we didn't have the proper game. We wasn't laced up properly. You see what I'm saying?
I can agree.
Yeah. So we was really stuck in a poor man's mind state because nobody ever helped elevate us.
Right.
Everybody that I ever came across older, they all had the same song.
Yeah.
Back in my day, man, when I was getting it, you know what I'm saying? But you were in an old city with your name on a city job, you know what I'm saying? You're doing whatever you're doing, driving a city truck. Give me some game that I could run with. Tell me the things you did wrong where I can elevate. Right. They didn't have that, bro.
Right.
They didn't have the knowledge.
I know this one guy though, man, older guy or whatever. You know, I would consider this guy an activist, right? But a lot of dudes in the neighborhood, man, they didn't listen to the information that this guy used to convey to us, right? Because they would consider him a lame or a square or whatever. But man, when I'm thinking back now, this dude was a good brother, man. Matter of fact, when I first moved to the area, to the V, this guy here took me to the library, to North Miami Beach Library. And me and my mother, we applied for a library card. And he used to always, you know, try to game us up, tell us, man, go read, do this, do that. He was a photographer or whatever. You know, and I remember he used to try to lace even the older cats that were there.
But nobody was going to listen to that.
Nobody wasn't listening to him.
Was going to listen to that.
Because he didn't fit a certain criteria. You know what I'm saying?
But what was the criteria? What was the criteria back then? There was really no criteria back then.
But you know what I mean, bro. You know, like that thug look. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't looking at that because, you know, he came, you know, he was a good dude. Yeah. You know, more like Cosby life. Yeah. He had his wife and his kids. He lived a good life.
And he didn't even have to take the time to try to game nobody up.
He used to always game us up, man. You know, and I used to, I would listen to him, but I didn't apply the information that he laced me with, you know. So yeah, man, and like I said, man, you know, just thinking back in them 2000s, man, you know, I had fun times and I had dark times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember my mother used to tell me, "Al, you got too many broads, man.
Yeah.
Like, make a decision.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
You know, you just partying, you going out with your friends every single day. You know, what are you doing? I know you're in school, but you could be using that time wisely. You could be doing something else. And you know what? She was absolutely right. I could have been working on the stock market. You know, I could have been working on trying to put a plan together with my friends so we can go into real estate and buy a property.
Yeah, but that's
but we wasn't trying to hear that. You know, what we were doing, I remember, man, going to the mall every day, every Fridays, buying new clothes, going to the damn clubbing all day. And I remember my daughters, man. I remember, this is funny. I remember I went out on a Thursday night. This was at Iguanas, man. I don't know if you remember. This was Iguanas was popping, man. This is when the crowd from Bermuda's, remember when they shut Bermuda's down? Yeah. And that crowd started going to Iguanas. I went out on a Thursday night, man. This was summer though. I went out on a Thursday night and I stayed out all night. And I came home and I had to take my daughter to school the next following day. Yeah. She said, "Daddy, you was up all night?" Because I was still in the same clothes. Right? So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dang, Al, you was tripping, boy.
See, I never had the problems that you had with bras, man. The only problem, I had too many friends. Yeah. That was my only problem, man. Yeah. My mom and my girl, who's my wife now, used to tell, you know, it's too many people around you, too many friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't, bras, like I have a lot of females as friends, right? Like, and they always benefited me because I get different aspects, you know. And but as far as like, you know, like doing that, like, you know, too many bras on my phone, I didn't have those problems, man, I had bras.
I remember, man, this was funny, man. I remember one night we went to Iguanas, right? With my partners. One of my homeboys, man, he just came home from the pen, man. He just came home. I think he did about 7 or 10 years. Just came home. And I remember, man, me being the player that I was, you know, back in the days. And he went to a broad and he tried to put down on the broad. But the broad, she was like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to him," or whatever. You know, she was whatever. And I stepped up to her because I peeped what she did. So I stepped up to her. I said what I said to her. Boom, boom, boom. She gave me the number. You know, I go to her house, right? So, man, as I'm smashing this bro, I'm telling her, say my homeboy name. And she's like, "I love you so-and-so."
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, that's, you know, we laughing and stuff, but that's really a poor man's mind state. Like, we laughing, but like I said, man, my mind state was, I used to do the same thing. I used to be in the club. Man. Not smash, but I used to be in the club with my partners, you know what I'm saying? We doing a lot of drinking and a lot of drugging, like when I say drugging, I'm talking about like weed, you know. Right. We were younger, and
peep this though.
But my main thing was I was always focused on what I was focused on. My focus was never taking off what I was focused on. I was always focused on what I was focused on. Anybody that knows me will tell you, man. My mom will tell you, man. She'll tell you she'll tell you. You ask her, what's Ralph focused on? Always focused. She's gonna tell you that bread. I'm always focused, even if I'm drunk, high. I'm focused on that. Gotcha. So I never really let women or anything distract me as much like that. It was never nothing like that. It was always just friends, man. Like the wrong people being around me. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. See, my issue is women, man.
No, I get into a lot of different, problems because of friends. You see what I'm saying? Because of the people that's around. I get into a lot of different issues because I'm looking out for friends. So different issues arise. You know what I'm saying? So it was not ever like, for me, women was like the last of my worries, man. Because I didn't really care. Because you got to remember, dog, me and you both, and majority of us that grew up, we come from a third world country. Our parents come from third world country. So I grew up and this is not disrespectful to my mom. I felt like I grew up in a shack. When I say a shack, I mean like I grew up in a 1-bedroom. It's 3 of us in 1 bedroom. You know what I'm saying? My room was in as soon as you walk in, literally you walk in, you just make one step to the right. We're in your living room. And the living room is so tiny, but the couch, that's where I slept. Right. You see what I'm saying? And if you made the opposite, the left, the bathroom, and then the room, it was so tiny. I never really felt comfortable to be chasing tail, worrying about tail, man. But that bread, man, I was a hound for it, you know?
Yeah, and you know also too, bro, well, I think, you know, growing up in them 2000s too, where a lot of us, you know, where we messed up a lot, the networking part, right? Because
nobody ever introduced us to that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because you know, in the hood, that cliche, I'm not friendly, right? You know, when we walk around with that mindset, we miss out on opportunities, right? Because let me tell you something, man. I remember I used to see the quote unquote lame dudes, the ones that we call lame. Them brothers was on their way, man. Matter of fact, I know 2 brothers right now, man. 2 dudes, right? That will be considered lame. When I was coming up, these dudes are doctors right now, man.
Well, for me, bro.
That I went to school with.
Well, for me, bro, I never had any issue.
No, but I'm just saying, though.
No, I'm saying for me, personally, I never had any issue with networking. I just didn't know the term for it.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, like, I never had like a face where I wouldn't talk to somebody because I didn't know you.
Right.
I would talk to you, but my guard is up.
Right.
But I would talk.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I met a lot of good brothers, man. Like I say, one particular brother, man, and I always hold him dear to my heart. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He laced me up, bro. He pulled me to the side, laced me up with game, mm-hmm. put me deep in the game, and never looked back. And that brother, man, to this day, when I see that brother, when we bump into each mm-hmm. other, you know what I'm saying? Man, listen, man, me and this brother, man, we used to be out and about 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, man. Just, you know, cruising, doing our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Going to eat and talking and chopping it up. He's giving me game. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I just graduated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just left high school. So he's gaming me up, giving me game. You know the funny part is too, bro? Mm-hmm. After that, I met another brother, younger than me. Mm-hmm. Younger than me, but was ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? Well, he was younger, but ahead of me, bro. And me and him, we became tight. And that was the best network I ever did, bro, because that network there was the best network I ever came across. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, see, you was fortunate on that part. You see, you was fortunate.
Because I was always open, man, to interact with people.
You stayed available.
Yeah, I was always open, but like I said, my guard's always up.
Right.
But if the conversation is interesting. Right. You got my ears, man. Let's talk.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like touching back on, you know, my experiences. Yeah. You know, like I told you, bro, you know, my issue was women, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was women. I was like damn Samson. No, not Samson. Solomon. Having all these.
Yeah, you had a lot of concubines.
Oh, man, I had a lot of women, man. It was like my mind was just stuck on women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I wasn't doing what I had to do, taking care of what I had to take care of, right? But I'm just saying that if I would have just focused, like if I would have used that energy in
something
else, right? I would have been further in life.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been. But the thing too, it's 2 sides to the coin. You wouldn't have been who you are today either.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Correct. So your past
makes you who you are today. You see what I'm saying? So you wouldn't have been as sharp as you are. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You wouldn't have been the genuine person that you are. You might have lost a lot of different components to yourself.
Right.
But overall, man, like I say, I don't think I would change anything. Right. To be honest with you, I don't think I would change because everything happened for a reason. Correct. Everything was for a reason. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things like, you know, we all have done things we're not proud of, things that we're not particularly fond of, you know. But we go through them. You know, you go through it and you learn from it. Mm-hmm. The most important thing about life is that you learn through everything that happens, right? Yeah, of course. And like I said, man, I don't think, and for the younger dudes that's growing up, we're not giving you a get out of jail free card saying you should make these mistakes and just go with it. We're saying, bro, if you're enlightened enough to realize that you're making a mistake and the things that you're doing is not beneficial to you in the long run, and you know better. See, we didn't know better.
We didn't know no better.
Because we were so stuck in what we were doing that we was blindsided.
We was blindsided, yeah, man. Product of your environment.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but if you have any kind of like, you know, that thing that's inside of you telling you, nah, man, you know what I'm saying, or pushing you to do something else, listen and do it. Don't be like, oh, well, these brothers went through it and they came out okay. Because your lesson might be way harsher than what our lessons were. You see what I'm saying? Because you know better. Yeah. Because you're hearing it from somebody. We're lacing you up with game, bro. Yeah. You got to get out of there, man. Change your environment, change your friends, change the people that's around you, man. Yeah. Because that plays a pivotal role in your life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The people you are around every day, you interacting with, you doing things with, you chasing tail with. If none of these brothers come together and say, man, hey, let's learn a trade, man. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. Or let's put together a business, man.
A plan.
Let's put together a business plan and let's figure out how we could fund this business. Whatever, it don't got to be nothing big and major, bro. Right. It could be the smallest thing. Mm-hmm. If none of you guys are thinking that way, and you're enlightened enough to realize that, to see that, and you still doing the same thing, drinking and drugging, something wrong with you. You need to move. You need to pull yourself from that circle. That's not your circle.
And there's a lot of information out right now too.
Man, Google's your friend.
Yeah, Google's
your friend, bro. There's no excuses for anything. A lot of
information. Because remember, when we were coming up, we didn't have access to
the encyclopedia. It wasn't nobody fun to open no big encyclopedia, bro. And I know I wasn't.
Yeah, I know I wasn't. There was no one lacing us, man.
Lacing us with what?
Right.
Many times, if anybody ever tried to lace you up when you was younger, it was about something illegal anyway.
Yeah.
To be honest,
that's
right?
True.
Let's be honest.
That's true.
Growing up, I may have met maybe 3-4 positive individuals that were way older than me. Everybody that ever came across was stuck on the same thing, the streets, and all they had to offer was the streets. There was no thinking outside of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. The only person I could say that was positive in my life growing up was my mother. Yeah, and it's sad to say, and she's a woman.
Yeah,
she's from a third world country. She don't have no game on how to elevate in this country.
Right,
but
exactly.
But she used to try to tell me, you know, you got to change, you got to do better. Don't get in trouble. Got to keep him on side. Be careful of him. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to tell me, be careful with people. Be careful with these people. They're gonna take you the wrong path. She was the only thing that was constantly positive. Constantly kept drilling me to do the right thing.
And you know too, bro. You know how I overcame, you know, that poor man mindset. You know, like you speaking on your mom. You know, I give all the credit to the Most High and to my mother as well. You know, my mother, she used to speak life into me. You know, she would look me. She would tell me, son, you have a lot of potential and stuff. You know, just keep fighting. You know, don't listen to the outside forces in the world. You know, son, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when my mother, when she spoke those words into me,
it sparked something in you, right?
In me. And I just started looking at life seriously. And I started taking life serious. You know, I have my daughters to care for. I remember when my daughter graduated from high school. When she graduated from high school, and I told her, I said, sweetie, I say, you see your friends? I say, you see these friends of yours? I say, 10 years from now.
They won't be around.
They won't be around.
Yeah.
I say, 10 years from now. Remember that. Yeah. Right? 10 years from now, some of your friends going to be doctors and lawyers, and some of them going to be, I don't want to use the word, but going to be bums.
Yeah. It happens, man.
And it happens.
It happens. It's just what life is, right?
Right. Because this all stems from choice.
Yeah.
It's the choices that we make in life, man.
Yeah.
That determines the outcome of your life.
The choices you make and then the people you bring into life that bring choices with them.
Right.
Right? Because like I said, it's a lot of things that I'm not proud of. There's a lot of things that's happened to me because of lack of understanding. Or pressure. You know, everybody say, you know, you got to be built for the pressure. Some pressure, man. And some things you have to learn to put your pride to the side. Right? Sometimes there's no such thing as, oh, I can overcome the pressure. Because push come to shove, when it comes to anything I love, I'm the pressure. I'm gonna have to take that pressure.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. My loved ones ain't gonna suffer nothing that my action did. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, so that pressure's mine.
Yeah,
and if it means me looking a certain way, it is what it is. Right. Yeah. But like I say, but you have to learn to use discernment, man, to know who's around you and what comes with those people around you.
Yeah,
because a lot of times, a lot of things that we get into when we're growing up kids, it wasn't even our issues, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that we got into, it was other people that brought it around.
Yeah.
But because we wasn't thinking or we wasn't sharp, we wasn't on our toes quick enough, fell in the ditch.
Yeah, not taking in the right information.
Yeah, we fell in the ditch. You know, like I used to tell my mom used to tell me all the time, man, like my mom overspoiled me with love. She did a great job with that. It was never like, I love you.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know how to say it like that. But her actions and the way she smothered me, you know, was on top of me. Not in like I'm gonna beat you or nothing like that, but the way she just wanted, you know, raise me, try her best. I knew she loved me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So before I did anything that was way out of pocket, I think I had to think twice. How's that gonna affect my mom?
Yeah, exactly. You know, and to the young ladies and the young men, you know, that's watching this segment, you know, take heed, man. You know, especially the ones that's growing up. You know, your mom, you know, is an immigrant. Your dad is an immigrant. You may think, oh, my mom comes from Jamaica, Haiti, or, you know.
Whatever island or whatever other country.
From,
yeah,
country.
Know
what they're talking about. Listen, man.
They know.
They know what they're talking about.
They
man.
know.
They know. I'm telling you, they giving you the right information, right? They just because they didn't go to Harvard or go to Stanford doesn't mean that they're not knowledgeable. They're giving you the game.
They're giving you the game.
Listen to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Take heed. Take advice, man. I'm telling you, like me, I love the old heads, man.
Oh yeah, that's where you get laced up from, man.
Laced up from, man. Yeah. I like to sit back. You know, when I was younger, you know, I used to hear the old heads, but now I love the old heads, man.
Man, you gotta love the old heads because they got all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the understanding comes from them. You see what I'm saying? If That's who I prefer to have conversations
Me too.
with. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny too, because all the people that I interacted with in my teenage and in my 20s were always older. Right. So I got different insight, different point of views from older people, right? Some people may have been prostitutes. Some people may have been dope fiends. Some people may have been dope runners. Everybody was different. You know what I'm saying? And I learned so much different game from all these different people, but they all said the same thing. Man, if I had listened, right? If I only listened to what my mother, my father was telling me, I would have been, those things would have never happened to me. Because we see the problem with us, man, when we young, we think our parents are out of touch with reality. Right? Because the way they conveying the game to us is so outdated.
It is.
But the game don't change.
The game don't change. No, the players change. Yeah.
But the game remained the same, even though the words change, you know what I'm saying? The phrases change, but the game don't change. It's all the same. Nothing new under the sun.
Nothing, right. History repeats itself.
Man, every day. So that's why I say, man, if you got a loving parent that loves you and that wants the best for you, that's constantly telling you the right things to do, don't just brush it off, man. Take heed and listen. It doesn't hurt to just take it in and really just think about it. Think about it. See if it makes sense. I guarantee you it's going to make sense to you, bro. Because it made sense to me. It made sense to me a little bit late. But everything I've ever did that was wrong, before I went way left or out of pocket or anything, I really thought twice about it. I said, man, how this going to affect my mom?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then what that forced me to do was I had to be very smart, very strategic in the way that I maneuver, the things that I do, because I did not want to hurt my mom. I didn't want my mom to know anything I was doing that was wrong. I didn't want nothing I was doing wrong to bite my mom either. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying to you youngins out there, man, the young ladies and the young men, listen to your loved ones. Listen to your loved ones. Your friends are here today, gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? People you meet, they come here, you know what I'm saying? They try to get you into different things and try to get you, I got this scheme going. I got that going. I got this going. But you have to deal with the consequences. Alone. And when you don't face those consequences the way people want you to face those consequences, the way they want you to, whatever it is, then you become a villain. And I'm telling you, it's always best to do the right thing as much as you can. Stay away from the negative, man. I know it's hard to do because it's more appealing to do the wrong things, but the wrong thing's going to hurt you in the long run. It's going to affect your future in a major way. You know what I'm saying? If you're not built for it, stay out of it.
Yeah, do not involve yourself in any relationship that does not bear fruit, man. It has to bear fruit from conversations, you know. Stop wasting times on the phone with people where you're not learning from that individual.
Poor mind state.
Poor mind state. Like you see now with me and my friends, when we're talking, we're always talking about elevating ourselves.
Planning. Scheme. And when I say scheming, when they say scheming, we're not applying on nothing illegal, but we're always scheming, Al and I. Right. We're saying when we get to this level right here, this is the next plan. We got plans on top of plans on top of plans on top of plans. We got so many different plans, me and you, my brother, right? We got different things that we're gonna put into play. But you have to be like that. You have to speak to people that's gonna put life into you and give it back. Yeah,
and just stop wasting your time on crap. Wasted conversations, man.
Stop chasing tail, bro. Stop getting drunk. Stop getting high. I see, man, with this new weed y'all smoking, I don't know how y'all do it. I'm gonna tell you something, man.
It's not weed, man.
Bro, the last time I smoked weed, I'm gonna tell you, I don't remember what year it was. It was so long ago. I hit this thing. I don't even think it was weed, brother. And what I mean by, I got so high, bro. I was high for 2 days.
Yeah.
That's when I said, no.
Yeah, man.
This ain't right. And I've never touched it since. Even when I smell weed, I get a headache, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, brothers, man, all that time you wasting getting drunk and getting high and running the streets and being silly, man, and you thinking it's cool to be, because you're young. People tell you when you're young, enjoy your young days and have fun. But when you're young, man, you got to use your time wisely, bro.
Yeah.
Because time is so fast, man.
Yeah.
Today you're 16, 17, 18. Tomorrow you're 28, 29. The next thing you know, you 40, 50, 60. You out of here, man. Game over, bro.
Game over.
So you got to plant your seed, man, while you're still young and able to water it. You know what I'm saying? So because if you can't water that seed, it's not going to grow. And you need time to grow.
And let me say this.
Invest in yourself, man.
Exactly. And to the young brothers and the young ladies, I know college is not for everyone. Go learn a trade. Go learn a trade. Learn the stock market. Learn coding. real estate.
Yeah.
You know, just do those things, guys. There's a lot of opportunities out there. For
virtual security, man.
Virtual
you know what I'm saying?
Cyber security.
Yeah, cyber security. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different avenues, man, to make a living where you don't have to go the wrong way. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you just apply yourself. Right. Apply yourself. Don't be scared to apply yourself. Don't let nobody derail you from applying yourself. So today, man, we just had another great episode for y'all. We just lace y'all up with some good, positive game. Whether you're young or old, we're telling you change tomorrow today. Don't wait till today is here because it's already too late. All right? Apply yourself. Love yourself enough to do the right things. All right? Hey, Al, we're going to tell them to like, subscribe.
And drop your comments below.
And hit that bell so when we drop this episode, ding, you're going to know to go ahead and go watch it. All right? We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. As always, man, nothing but love and positivity.
Peace.
Love.
You cannot take my mind. You cannot take my heart. You cannot take my soul. You cannot take my goals. You cannot stop my time. You cannot stop my grind. What's mine will always be mine. I was born to be a fighter, left alone in the fire. Had no one to come and save me. Had to learn I have to save me. Mama always told me